What's up, everybody? Tweeting Nick coming at you today. We got another Marvel Crisis Protocol video, and this time we're going to be reacting to Professor Xavier and Iceman. And the reason why I didn't react to Iceman yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever it was dropped, I was at the One Piece Nationals over the weekend, and honestly, I needed a break from everything. That event, I don't know if you guys have heard, that event was run very, very poorly, and I'm going to be doing a video on that, talking about that. I know this is a Marvel video, but I just want to talk about why I didn't do that yesterday. I was just drained and I needed a break. It was basically a very long weekend for me, and that's going to be another video for another day. But today I have the energy to give you guys my reaction to Professor X and Iceman, baby. We're going to start with Professor X. He was just revealed, then we'll do Iceman after this, okay? Professor X, honestly, I wasn't the most hyped for Professor X. I'm not a huge Professor X fan, even though I love the X-Men, I love the mutants, I love all that stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of Professor X. I can care less if he was. There wasn't in this game, but his fig looks pretty cool, very accurate to the comic book. He's on the hover chair. He's on a big base. He looks really cool. I mean, this is standard Professor X. You can't screw this up. So it is what it is. He's here in this game. Do I care for him that much? Nah. I care about the other X-Men, but let's see what this guy can do. I've been waiting to see this card for a long, long time. Professor X. Charles Xavier, baby, 226. Okay, so defenses are pretty low for physical and energy. All right, I guess. Mystic is at 6 as expected because he is a telepath. One of the strongest telepaths, I think, in Marvel. But very expected to have a 6 dice here for that. Let's see if he has something on his card that adds defense dice to his physical energy, because this is kind of poopy right here. 6 health, 4 threat, another 4 threat in the game. Man, we're just pumping the game full of 4 threats, huh? Is that what we're doing, AMG? Like everything's just going to be a 4 threat going forward? Size 2 moves medium. Why does he move medium? Listen, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not saying this is the reason why I'm having an issue with this is that I've never known Professor X to move very fast on a hover chair. He's on a big base and he moves medium. For gameplay, I mean, I like this, right? Like, if I'm playing this character, I'm like, okay, cool. He can move around. He can do whatever. But, like, when I think about the lore and I think about Professor X, like, he should be moving small. Not to say that this is, like, a balance thing or anything. I just, if you're trying to make it thematic, you're trying to Professor X. I've never known someone to be on a hover chair to move that quickly. He doesn't even have any rockets on the back of this fucking thing. I mean, he has something here to propel him, right? I mean, but there's nothing moving him forward, like rockets, like, or anything. Like, so I don't know. This just bothers me. It is what it is. Like, he moves medium. Let's see what else he does. All right. So I just find it funny that Professor X and a hover chair is moving medium. I don't know. It's just funny to me. Whatever. Psychic Dart. Let's move on. Range 4, 5 dice, 0 power cost. It is a mystic attack. Deservedly so. After the attack resolve, this character gains particle damage dealt. Okay, standard builder. On a while, he does a root. Root can be very annoying. Adding 1 power cost to superpowers really goes a long way and taxes characters. So this is a really good special condition to put on somebody. It taxes a lot of characters in the game. And it's really good. Root is an underrated condition in the game. I think all the conditions are really good in this game. But Root is one of those. Once it's applied, you start to realize the tax on it, and it can be really crippling to you. Mental Suggestion. Range 3, 6 dice, 1 power cost. After this attack is resolved, if it dealt damage, you may advance the target character its speed. So this is what Cassandra Nova has. This is a really good superpower, really good attack, honestly. And the fact that you can move a character, its speed is very good, and it's a range 3. And with Professor X moving medium, he's going to be hitting almost every character on the board. If you think about how close the games are now, especially with the extracts and secures and everything, he's going to be moving a lot of characters around. And not a lot. He's going to be moving characters around efficiently, I should say. And moving them at speed can really help, especially if you want to catch one of those long movers that have stealth. You can just do an attack, move them their speed. For example, Black Cat is medium. Moves long, I'm sorry. You can just move her long and get her in range and, do whatever you need to do to her. That's just an example. You can do that to all the characters in the game right now, but that's just an example. So that's really cool. I've always liked that attack on Cassandra Nova. The fact that Professor X has it is standard. So really good stuff here. Astral Duel. This is the spender. Range 3, 4 dice, 3 power cost. Add dice to the attack roll equal to the target's physical defense dice. That's really good. I mean, I'm physical. Oh my god. Mystic defense dice. The target character cannot reroll or modify any dice in the defense roll during this attack. So, on average, I would say you're going to be adding around 3 to maybe 4 dice. I mean, the Mystic defense dice in this game is pretty above average. So you can take advantage of a lot of characters that have a lot of physical defense. Mystic defense dice, and you can just add a lot of dice to the spender here, and they cannot modify or re-roll any other dice, which is huge. So they can't adjust any of their defense dice, so that's really good. This is a very good spender. You should be using this attack into characters that have very, very high mystic defense dice, and just drop them, basically. Just roll a bunch of dice into them and just drop them. Well, at least that's what you're expecting. So let's get to the leadership, because the X-Men are getting another leadership in the game. Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Nice. I like the naming there for the affiliation. Once per turn, when an allied character spends 1 power or more to use a active or reactive superpower, after the effect is resolved, another allied character may gain 1 power. So basically, this is like Captain America's in a way. You, Captain America's like, okay, you spend one, it's -1, right? This one, you just get it refunded. So this is pretty cool. But if you were to compare it to something, compare it to Captain America OG. I know Captain America is a little different. You just spend one less. This one, you spend the power and you just get it refunded, right? I like this a lot better than Caps, to be honest with you. And it functionally does the same thing, but you're just getting refunded the power, right? You're just getting it back. Um, so that's really cool. That's a really good superpower. The X-Men have pretty decent superpowers themselves. So the fact that they can use this refund a power. Some of the characters have power issues, right? So they're using the superpowers, and not a lot of the X-Men characters have like built-in +1 power, to start the turn or anything like that. So with them, spending power to do certain things, this can help them out a lot, right? So this is a really good superpower, I think, and really strong. I think you really have to make a decision when you're making your X-Men roster going forward. Either choose Professor X, or Storm, or choose both, right? Have 2 leaderships. Scott's is pretty good. It's an honorable mention. I've been playing that a lot lately. But if I were to rank them right now, I'd still probably go Storm. I'd probably go Professor X, and then I'd probably go Scott as number 3 right now in that pecking order. You can honestly, if you think Xavier's is better than a Storm, I wouldn't argue. Honestly, if you think that's the case, that's fine. Especially with combinations with like first class and all that stuff, you can do a lot of cool stuff basically with this leadership. So this is really good, and much needed, right? For the X-Men. So they get 3 leaders now, I think. So that's really cool. Professor's Guidance. No power cost. Okay. While another allied character within 4 is attacking or defending during the modified dice step of the attack, this character may spend 1 to 3 power to use the superpower. For each power spent, the allied character attacking or defending may reroll one of his. Okay, so this is basically Shuri. Really good. So Professor X is not just a very fast character in this game on a big base, and going to be moving and doing some nice things here with his attacks. He adds rerolls to all the X-Men to add some consistency to their dice rolls, and this is a really huge boon, I think, for the X-Men. And I think they're going to be one of the best affiliations going forward. The fact that they have someone in affiliation now that can add rerolls and some consistency is really good. Characters I think about that can probably use this. I mean, Domino I think will be really effective with this. Of course, Psylocke, Logan, Wolverine. Characters that need a little bit of help with their consistency. All of them, all the X-Men characters can use this, and this is really good. I think this is really strong. I think this is really good. The Professor X has this, and he should be within range of all the characters, honestly. But the fact that he moves so fast, I mean, it's insane. Telepathic Lock. When an enemy character targets this character with an attack, it may use its. Oh, okay. Here we go. So now, all right, we're here. When an enemy character targets this character with an attack, it may use its Mystic Defense dice regardless of the attack, unless the attacker pays 2 power. Okay, so basically this is Ebony Moss thing. So now this is all making sense. So he has 2, 2, 6. So anytime you attack Professor Xavier, you have to tax yourself 2 power to reduce the defense dice to 2 for physical or energy. Otherwise, he's going to be using the Mystic defense dice. That's good that he has this built in, because if he did not have this built in, he's just pillow fisted and going to die. Granted, he still is pillow fisted because you just spend the 2 power and he rolls 2 defense dice and he should just days or KO or whatever. So it should be easy to KO him. But the fact that he has this built in is really good. It taxes the opponent to use to do this. This is really good. I've always liked this superpower. I've always thought it was really cool. And the fact that it's an innate, really strong. Omega level telepath. This character can be pushed or advanced by effects of mystic attacks or enemy superpowers. So really good stuff here. Professor X is looking really strong, really good. He's a really good leadership. He's got pretty damn good attacks. He moves really fast. He's a really good character. He's a really good character overall. I mean, would you splash him anywhere? Probably not. I mean, maybe you will. I don't know, but it would be funny. I mean, the fact that he moves medium, he moves really fast. He should be adding rerolls pretty effectively. He's going to be moving characters all over the place. So, not all over the place, but I mean, he has the mental suggestion, which is really strong. Really good stuff for the X-Men here. Let's go to the injured side, see if anything changes. So we go to the injured side. Reduces himself to 5, so he should be really easy to kill on this side and just easy to just KO. Everything stays the same attack-wise. Nothing really changes. Just his health goes down. So really good stuff there for Professor X. I'm just a little confused as to why he moves medium. I've never seen him move that fast, so I don't know. Listen, I like it because okay, for the game, right? I think it's really good. It's just as a lore thing, like I started thinking to myself, like, why does he move medium again? But whatever. It is what it is. He doesn't have any eyes on the prize shenanigans, so that's cool. Like, what I mean by that is, right now, Beta Ray Bill can move medium on a medium base. He starts the game with 2 power. He can just pay 1 for eyes on the prize, move once, interact, and pick up an objective within 2, and then move away, right? That's one of the popular plays to do in MCP right now. He doesn't have any of that. So that's a plus, right? So we'll see how this character plays. I think he's really good. I think he's really strong as a leader, and I think he's very, very effective. He's not going to be a boring character to play on the table. I think he's going to be relevant. And that's really good. So let's go to Iceman now. This is a character I've been waiting for a long ass time, and let's talk about him because he has one of the best looking figs in the game by far. This character has one of the best figs. This fig is absolutely fantastic. If you don't like this fig, I don't know what to tell you. But this is like so damn good, and I cannot wait to paint this and fail and to not have it look this good for me. So let's go to Bobby Drake. Iceman, 4/3/3 defenses, really good defense dice here. I think he'd be pretty good on faded flips. Health 5. Finally, a 3-threat character. All right, cool. So we got 3-threat character. He's 3-threat. Size 2, moves medium, so he's on a big base, moves medium, so he's going to be pretty fast in the game. Let's see everything that he does. Freezing Blast, Beam 3, 4 dice, no power cost. After the attack resolved, he gains 1 power, so this is a gainer. So he could do a Beam 3. If he targets 3 characters, he will effectively be gaining 3 power. That's pretty cool. On a wild, he adds slow. Slow is, again, one of those conditions that sneaks up on you. Especially for those medium and long movers that want to get all over the place. This will cripple them. So really good stuff here. Honorable mention, Iceman was a part of the Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends cartoon back in the day, so it'd be cool to see if Iceman ever gets into the Web Warriors. I highly doubt it. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, if he ever becomes a Web Warrior, I mean, this is really good because I think about the all webbed up turns. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is a pretty decent. This is a really good attack. Beam 3, it is what it is. I think it's just an average gainer, honestly. So let's go to the spender. Range 3, so 2 range 3 attacks, no range 4s. Kind of surprising. I figured he maybe have a range 4 attack here. It is what it is. 7 dice. It is energy as well to keep in mind. So energy attacks are really strong in this game. 3 power cost on a wild stagger. So he staggers and slows. So his conditions are really, really good here for both. I don't think he has that much of an expensive spender here. It is a little boring, a little meh, but it's really cool. He hands out stagger. These are 2 strong conditions that he's handing out. So that's pretty good. Freeze and fade. 2 power cost. This character immediately makes an attack action followed by a move action. This character counts as size 5. During this move action, this is working once per turn. Now, I think this is cool and unique. we all know Iceman. He like when he travels all over the place. He puts the ice down. He goes all over the ice, and it's just like sliding and gliding over it. So that's basically what they're trying to capture here. So they make him size 5 because now he can just climb over everything, right? So he can move over buildings. He can do crazy shenanigans. I see this character as a like hit and run kind of character anyway. You can just do your attack and then you just get away and you just do the beam again to someone else and hopefully slow them down. I'll tell you this: with it being 4 dice for the beam, he is going to need some consistency, and that's where Professor Xavier comes in play. He can probably help out with the rerolls with Iceman to hand out those slows as efficiently as he can. So really good stuff here. I like it. It's really thematic for the character. Really cool. Let's see if he has anything cool on the ice slide here that we're seeing. Ice slide. I'm getting Sub-Zero vibes right now. For some reason, I'm getting Sub-Zero vibes on ice slide. So 2 power cost. During this character's activation, when it begins a move action within 2 of another allied. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Timeout. During this character's activation, when it begins a move action within 2 of another allied character of size 2 or less, it may use this superpower. After this move action is resolved, place the allied character within 2 of its current position. Oh, so he has a what's the word I'm looking for? He has a airlift, which is really cool. So he's propelling a teammate within 2 and helping them out with their action economy. Honestly. So like, there's probably some advanced R&D plays that you can do, advanced R&D power to Iceman or something, and what you could then do is propel a character, get him to 2 power, and then move the character forward, and help out a character like Logan or Wolverine to get into action really quickly because you want those characters to start their attrition game as efficiently as possible. There's probably some situations where you could do it to me, my X-Men, and then move them within 2, which would be really cool. I could see a situation where you tweet my X-Men towards like the leader in the middle, and then somehow give the power to Iceman. And once you do, you can just place a character within 2, so that moves them up the board a little faster. So you could probably do things like that. Maybe that's just a little too much there that I just went over, but that's an idea, right, for a play. And this is really cool. He has an airlift. I'm a fan. Really cool stuff here. Cold Snap. This is his innate. When an enemy character ends a move action or attack action within 2 of this character, it gains a slow special condition. Okay, so he has a way to hand out slow. So if you get near him, he just puts like ice on your feet or some shit like that. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. So you gain slow another way now. If the enemy character already has a slow special condition, it suffers 1 damage instead. So that's pretty cool. So you can hand out your slows. You get within 2. If they end their move action within 2 of him, or attack action within 2, and they don't have slow, they gain it. If they have slow already, which you should be putting on characters, to do that, they take a damage. So they can basically, if they have 1 health left, they can just die, basically, or just take an extra point of damage, which will help out anyway. So let's go to the other side here. Basically, everything's the same. I would say he's about an average 3 threat, honestly. Nothing too exciting, but he has some really cool stuff. He plays pretty cool. I think I'm going to be trying him out. Do I think he's like fantastic, stellar, like one of the best? No. I think he's interesting. I think him handing out slow, the way he's doing it is pretty cool. The cold snap is really interesting. If I were to honestly, I wish this was range 3, but I get it. Like, you want to be with, they get really close. Iceman does his thing. I get it. I understand that. They're just trying to capture that. But, I mean, I wish this was range 3. That's just me. The fact that he has Ice Slide, the airlift, is pretty cool. So he can help all characters move within 2 and to get them in range to do really cool things. I think he's a decent character. Does he wow me? No. But is he enough for me to put on the table and give him a shot and try him to see what I can come up with him? Yeah, absolutely. He'll be in one of my 3 slots for now as a 3 threat, and just to try him out and give him some run. So, but yeah, guys, I'm really excited. Professor Xavier, what do you guys think down below? Give me your thoughts. Do you find it weird that he moves medium as well? I just find it strange. I just don't see him as a moving medium character. Iceman, let me know if you guys have the same feeling as I do as well. I just think he's a decent, pretty good character. Nothing really wowed me here, but I think he's got some really cool things that he could do. He's got some really unique play patterns with the whole size 5 thing he got going on here, especially with the ice slide and cold snap. I think it's rather effective. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next Marvel Crisis Protocol video, guys. I'm sorry for the late review on Iceman. Sorry, I just had a crazy weekend. But if you guys can, do me a favor, like, dislike, comment, and subscribe. Get your boy to 1,000 subscribers. Come on, guys. I'm supposed to get there last year. Let's get there this year. Come on. Let's do it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.